kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Looking to throw, it's Mitchell. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Pass attack. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Mitchell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man on the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Back to pass, it's Mitchell. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Hyde is back in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Waller. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mitchell. Fires complete on the crosser. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught in the backfield, it's Waller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Mitchell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
3rd down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Surging forward on the sneak.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Look out, he's got room. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Mitchell. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The play action fake. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback on the keeper.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got his man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Back to throw, it's Mitchell. Wide out, time to get in. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding open areas. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richmond. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Gain of 12. That's a first down for the offense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires toward the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The give out of the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Moore.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it up to 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back to throw, it's Mitchell. Looking to the big tight end. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll go back to work on offense. The give from the gun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused On first down, he might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
On the ground, it's Morris. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Mitchell. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of us. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mitchell. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Bell. Got enough for the 1st down. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Waller. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Catch in the middle, it's Waller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Waller. Spinderella. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Back to throw, it's Mitchell. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So a drive there of 82 yards And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
On the screen, a pickup of 8. Brings up second down.
Got it in the middle, it's Ross. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. Big guy smells it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's hooked. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll keep it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for room, it's Bell. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Mitchell. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Waller. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking downfield, it's Mitchell. And that one did not work.
Yeah, and that's a big stop by this defense because now you've got this offense in a predictable situation. It's fourth and goal. We got to get the touchdown, but now we got to put the ball in the air.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup for 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Waller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mitchell. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Caught behind the line. It's Waller. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. This one's complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moment. moments, that could be a costly play. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So, I got to pass, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this 1st down. So, you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Stop short of the marker, and they stop in his defense, and they get the ball back. Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Galloway. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Flips it out on the screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up in possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.